Hi everybody, how are you doing? This is your favorite host, SAS Rana, Surinderjit Singh Rana. I'm reporting live from my hometown Chandigarh, which is 150 miles north of New Delhi. Today being June 7th, 2021, time about 11 hours UTC. So today we're going to have a lot of different topics which are coming up, and I think as I predicted last, the world is going to recover from Covid-19 disaster. But we still got to be very cautious because the India variant, which is also named as Delta or V.1.612, is spreading its tentacles around the globe, and it's 40% more contagious as it's reported. So I expect this Delta virus from India is going to very soon, inflict major damage after a week or so. And also, while India is reporting around 0.1 million or 100K daily cases of COVID-19, which is still very high compared to other nations in the world, and reporting around 2,500 or 2,500 fatalities every day. Again, very high number, watermark for a day. But still, India has recovered a lot from earlier 2-3 weeks back, which was touching 400K daily cases. So India may start reopening, but I have a caution towards the whole community and India in generic that they have still to be very worried, because I think India is still going to witness third wave, very catastrophic. And as I keep saying, the biggest problem with India is the flouting of the rules of social distancing. The sexual predators, which are massive in number in India, you can say almost 30-40% of India males contribute sexual predators, are going to cause a big problem to the India. And this is what we're going to cover. I think what happened right now is an indication the light or electricity just went out. So this is the dark future for India, the malefic karma, which has come to my prediction and fruition that India is going to have a very catastrophic third wave. They should be very cautious, because the mutations India produces, it's with the billion possibilities. So China recently announced very good news, which is 777 million vaccination compared to India, which is hovering around 300 million vaccination. I don't know why India government is so lousy and so pathetic in approaching with the vaccination drive. It should have done it on a high rampage or a high, you can say, expedited level, because India had the highest level of daily infections. So it should have been done like 50% of vaccination towards its population. But this is what the India government is, they obfuscate the truth, and everyone buys the snake oil which they sell. So India is good in selling snake oil, and world is good in buying India's snake oil. So that's been going on for decades, and people don't care, and the disaster keeps coming and going. That's a normal routine for the world now, especially G20 nations. They don't care. I have a apprehension that, from this next week onwards, the QUAKES the tsunamis, the weather-related, water-related disasters are going to increase a lot. And with the weather-related disaster, because we have to be very sure India is approaching monsoon now, and monsoon means water. And water also spills the beans and they're flooding and everything, and then the mosquitoes and the dengue and all these things comes out. And I guess combined with the COVID-19 and the mosquitoes India will produce with this new season of monsoon, I think India should be again put on a biosecurity hazard for another 2-3 months down the line, which is my prediction. For some reason, India markets are jubilant because of the recent drop in the cases, and you can see sharp recovery from India financial markets, which is stocks and equities. But I guess it's short-lived, and we're going to soon see the third wave, which is going to be decimation again for the community and everybody else, because of the simple reason that India's sexual predators are quite active and they're daily intermingling with many females, many multiple females, and they are contributing to this effect. Recently, if you see in Africa, there was a lady who was 26-year-old reported having HIV positive, who was also carrying a very specific mutation of COVID-19 for 219 or 20 odd days, and she had multiple interactions or interference or intermingling with males. You understand what happens. And imagine India has a billion population, more than billion, and 30-40% of the males are sexual predators in India. That's why I keep saying you have to understand India properly. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, and pathological liars. And the sexual predators are the outcome of these things, what you see. That's why India reports every 15 minutes raping a female or sexually assaulting a female. And this number is a conservative number. To my understanding, it's every 5 minutes. India predators population are contributing to rape of a female. So if it's not reported, it's basically they have snubbed the female, or they have tried to threaten her to murder her. So this is very normal routine in India, and everybody knows it, but they ignore it. So because it doesn't get reported, they say if it doesn't get reported, it doesn't make a noise, nobody's going to come after you. In India, it's quite popular. The theme is quite popular, and the sexual predators teamwork is exceptional. Exceptional, I tell you guys. You would have never seen this teamwork. There are 20, 30, 40 males working together in a team, like a cricket team. That's why India's favorite game is cricket. And it's like a cricket team. The effort is combined effort towards entrapping and stalking a female. They do it in a combined effort. Nobody comes to know who is stalking who. So, well, that's another topic, and I have covered it a lot in my past, but I see a doom and gloom future coming forward from next week, which is going to be a quite cautious move, and I will keep updating. You can always check on my YouTube channel, search from sjsrana, or you can always check on my website oneworldpress.wordpress.com, also on my Facebook, which is fb.com/sjsrana555. So folks, I take a leave. You'll have other introduction, other things which I'm going to go about, but this was just my brief introduction towards what's going to happen. This is June 7th, about 11:10 hours UTC for 2021. Surinderjit Singh Rana, I'm signing off. Thanks, bye. Okay, so today being 7th of June 2021, 11 hours UTC, we're going to see the sun, which I think I'm seeing the spot, and it's a highly skewed spot, and there's also a sort of a hole, you can say a coronal hole, which is it's a deep hole which is produced after flares. So I expect CME in next 72 hours. So from now till June 11th, we're going to see major CME, which is what I predict, and we're going to see this multiple sunspots which are appearing. This is a very dangerous sign. So we're going to see blackout across the northern region, Asia Pacific, Asia, India. A lot of radio blackouts and a lot of major disasters like earthquakes I'm predicting already. Now we see this tragic event from Pakistan, where 2 trains collided, and almost over 25 people have been dead. Fatalities are major and many are injured. It's a very tragic incident. Just have a look.
मैं तो कहता हूँ चल, क्या कहते हैं, निकलते हैं। आगे नहीं, ऐसे वो मटन नहीं बनाया।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰੋ, ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਗੱਡੀ 'ਚ ਚੱਲਾਂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਉਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਖੜਾ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਕਾਟਨ ਵੀ ਪਿਆ ਬੈਗ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਖਿੱਚੋ।
Okay, we quickly come back from this tragic event in Pakistan. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers for the families who have lost the lives of their dear new ones. Now we're going to quickly look at India, COVID-19 and overall perspective towards the whole world. You can very well see India is having daily reported cases of about 100K, which is quite substantial down from earlier 400K daily reporting of new cases. And we see fatalities around 2,500. This is reporting for June 7, 2021, and you can see India still stands apart. It is crossed over 28 million of total cases, approaching US. It may soon topple US total cases, and it may reclaim number one position in the whole world, because the third wave is yet to come in India, and I predict third wave is going to be very devastating and decimating. Because if you see my original prediction for India about 6 weeks back, if you search on my YouTube channel, was that 500,000 fatalities for India are predicted by me. So it has achieved almost 350K fatalities so far. So around 150-180K more fatalities from India are yet to be reported, which was my prediction 7-8 weeks back for India. So we also see India is into effect of unlocking now, which was into a lockdown mode because of this high number of cases, over 4.4 million and 400K daily infections. Now it has come to 100K. Still very high number compared to the world, but I don't see major move for a lockdown, but it should be unopening or unlocking down the whole thing. And also we'll see how India is going to pan out with the Delta virus, which is new name given because India has produced two variants of this COVID-19, which is Delta and Kappa, and Delta is B.1.617.2, which is 40% more contagious, folks. Okay, and this is a huge threat to the whole world as a biosecurity hazard. Also, we see vaccination drive for India is not gaining much popularity. India government is lousy, around 300 million vaccination so far out of 1.4 billion population. And China, when you compare with 1.4 billion population, China has already achieved 777 million vaccination, folks. Yes, it's a quite positive number from China. 777 million vaccinations achieved by China. So this puts the China as number one leading EM market, emerging market for investments, for everything, because they have already contained COVID-19 in very beginning. They've also mass vaccinated people, and they are almost there where you can say it's a safe green nation. Just like UK is a green nation, it has achieved more than 70% vaccination. US has achieved 17% vaccination of the population. India has only achieved about 30% vaccination of its population. So India government again very lousy here. I don't know what it's doing when there are so much of fatalities, when there are so much of daily cases. India government is somehow sleeping, on this COVID-19 disaster. It should have imported vaccines from Russia like Sputnik V and AstraZeneca. Also, it should have Pfizer, Moderna vaccines. It could have mass vaccinated within no time. But India government is only amassing wealth in their forex reserve, which is more than approaching 600 billion number, surpassing Russia. But it is too late to vaccinated people in time. I don't know, for some reason. Now we also seeing the mutations, which I predicted that by May we're going to see new pathogens war. So folks, this was my prediction year back, which you can see November, December. Google search it, #MAY 2021 NPW, and this is the fruition. You can see a lot of things going to come up, and there's a new bird flu, which is H10N3 strain, which has transmitted from birds to human. This is a new kind of transmission, first time seen in species jump for H10N3 virus, and more so we're going to see more such events happening. And after 1 week from now, which is July 12th, July 13th week, we're going to see major upheavals towards our health, because I've already predicted that the major CME from sun is expected, and after that you're going to see major upheavals all towards the earth. Basically, we're going to see earthquakes, we're going to see massive water related disasters. All this is predicted by me. Quickly jump onto the global ball games, which is Putin has just signed the open sky treaties, which is going to ending with US. It's an open sky treaty basically, where they're going to have low range and high range missiles which can fly by, and these missiles which were like under INF 87 are also being terminated, and this open skies treaty is going to be ending also, which is signed by Putin, which makes Russia more powerful with S-500 production, which are going to have all long range, short range, medium range ballistic missile. It's hypersonic. It's going to provide the theater defense system IDS for Russia and for its alliance nation like Iran, Turkey, which is importing. India is very much wanting to import Russia S-400 anti-system, despite India being very close to US over NATO, over COMCASA, ST1 clearance, but India doesn't want US anti-missile system, Patriot or Arrow system. It wants Russia. Also, good news I'm going to share here is, the Duchess and the Duchess of Sussex, or the Duke of Sussex, has announced their second baby. It's a baby girl, Lily, and our thoughts and prayers with the couple and the baby girl. It's baby Lily who has taken birth on Friday, and this adds second baby to their royal kingdom. And I hope Queen is celebrating with both the couple. They are blessed with the baby girl Lily, and our thoughts and prayers with them, and hopefully the mother is doing fine, and so is the dad of Lily, which seems to be quite happy, gregarious prince, and it's a quite good news, folks. Okay, on the next topic, I want to share what's going on with the predictions which I've done for MAY 2021 NPW. You can search, Google search on Google, but be very careful. Some Indian institutes have tried to skew my result on Google. If you search on YouTube, you see for SJS Rana, you get these results, which is totally awkward and totally misleading. And this is the actual result which you should get from searching SJS Rana on YouTube. And these are my videos which are uploaded in case you are misled by YouTube. If you search on Google, this is misleading. When you search SJS Rana, this is completely misleading images which are being reported by Google. Just look at it. These are not my pages. And Google tries to reaffirm that are you wanting to have results by SJS Rana? What do you mean by that? When I'm saying SJS Rana, the result should come for SJS Rana. So this is the obfuscation of truth. The world community is wanting to know the truth. They don't want it. India stooges are good at it. India government also pushes it. If you search by hashtag SJS Rana, this is what you're gonna get. This is completely misleading result, folks, by Google. Okay, the images are not mine. I am not connected to any of these posts. If you search on Google, so this is misleading, and I see Indian government or Indian stooges play in it. They have obfuscated the truth. The truth is not this. This is not my real search. All these images which are coming under hashtag SJS Rana are not related to me. So this is complete lie, deceit, deception by Google. So be very careful when you search by hashtag SJS Rana. Google is also have joined the bandwagon with India stooges to mislead the world, to put deceit and deception first. This is all deceit and deception. This is not my images. This is not my content. I have got nothing to do with whatever are coming up as results from Google by searching on hashtag SJS Rana. This is not my post. Okay, folks, just on an alert, I just want to tell you. This is how deceit and deception in the world is coming. And these are my original posts on my YouTube, which you can search, and you can see all my videos, my clicks here, and everything is uploaded on the site, which is my address, my site, which is onewordpress.wordpress.com. Also on Facebook, you can always contact me at www.fe.com/trust1must, or you can search by fb.com/sjsrana555. And also you can contact on my phone number in case if you wish to have some conference or you want to include me at some conference. Okay, folks, I take the leave now, and I leave you with a good note that let's see what